LOL. We're meant to go down there, but we're not going to go quite there yet because there's a save room over here. I think it's a save room anyway, and we got the next boss. Yeah, it's a save room. And we got the next boss coming up, which I'm pretty much going to be trying to save before every boss because the bosses in this game are very picky with me.
Oh,
Like-
so you have to go into save rooms.
Yeah, there's no autosave. It's 1994. You have to find a save room to save. And
I
if
like
you
this
fail,
idea.
then you bump back to the.
I like
last
the
save room
concept
you
behind
used.
this game. That it's basically you're given a very vague objective and you can go wherever you want.
That is the general gist of most Metroid games, with the exception of Metroid Fusion and Metroid Other M, which are quite strict. However, Fusion gives you some amount of God damn, I'm getting fucked up by these guys. Metroid Fusion gives you some amount of. Oh, bugger, I'm just gonna continue. Metroid Fusion gives you some amount of. You bugger. Gives you some amount of space for exploration. Other M is like strictly go to the next room, go to the next room, go to the room just across from you.
Yeah. See, I would totally buy that game if it was a modern sort of role-playing game where it basically said you can go to loads of different places. Your final goal is to find blah 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 and bring it back to this guy, and then you have to just go and figure it out without
Yeah.
any prompts, without like the
The
generic
reason
like.
you don't get anything like that anymore is because games like that nowadays are often criticised of forcing you to buy the strategy guide, which is
Yeah.
pretty bullshit, really.
Well, no, because no one want to buy a strategy guide nowadays. You just go on to
Exactly.
Google
So
or
I don't see
YouTube.
what the big deal is with, because I mean, yeah, they're making.
But
all
don't
the-
people want a challenge?
Exactly. No one seems to want a challenge anymore. Everyone wants to be spoon-fed everything.
Exactly. If you
And
can't do it
games
straight
like-
away.
And when you can figure out stuff like this on your own, you get a much better sense of achievement. It's like,
And it's
yeah,
you
I
get to
found
play the
that out
game
on
for
my own.
longer.
yeah, and you get to have more fun with it in general. Boss door. Every time you see one of those, you know you're going to get one of the main 4 bosses of the game. There are 4 main bosses. Kraid, Phantoon, Dragon, and Ridley.
Are they Bowser's shells?
I never thought of it like that, actually.
It really looks like it.
Kraid!
It's Kraid.
Yeah, this is a huge difference considering how tiny he was in the first game.
Why is
Do
it so
something.
huge?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we defeat him by shooting missiles into his mouth. Delicious. This boss is very picky with me. Sometimes I have no problem with it. Sometimes he really can mess me up. But how you do it is you have to shoot missiles into his mouth, as I said. Those aren't Bowser shells, those are spikes. Touch them, you get damaged. Simple
Oh,
as.
what's on Bowser's shell?
God damn it. This isn't the boss now. I'm just failing at platforming to get to the boss. Ugh. Open your mouth. Open wide.
Open
Here
wide.
comes the aeroplane.
Made of thunder.
Made of death.
Made of tungsten.
Super missile.
Right.
Right, I've used all my super missiles. Now I've got to resort to missiles, which,
Not
aren't quite
missiles.
oh God's sake, they aren't quite as powerful, but they do the job. Oh God, I am failing at platform. This is the recording curse messing me up now. God, I'm doing shit against Kraid. Oh my God, I can't even get up to him. I've died to Kraid more times than I care to admit in my time playing this game. Luckily though, if you find yourself running out of missiles, the charge beam is enough to deal damage to him. There we go. Oh,
Hey.
wait. I thought that was it.
Oh. It stalled then, like that was the end.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah, you bitch. Well, showed him. I honestly thought I was going to die then. That would have been embarrassing.
Your energy did get pretty low at one point.
Yep. But now we
made it.
get the Varia suit, which allows us to travel into deep heated areas, protects us slightly more against lava, and we can generally advance with the game. It also boosts your defense against other enemies.
Hooray.
And we also get Samus's now famous huge shoulder pads.
Hooray.
And we're orange. Orange! Now that we've done that, we can go back down to North Air and continue to explore.
So have they always made them in chronological? Oh no, have they made them all in chronological order then?
No, because, well, if you want it in order of release,
Yeah.
it's Metroid 1, Metroid 2, Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion. That's classed as the main series, because in the opening games it always says Metroid 1, Metroid 2, Metroid
Yeah.
3, Metroid 4. In order to release it was those 4. Then Metroid Zero Mission, which, as I've said, is a retelling of the first game. And In 2002 through 2007, they released Metroid Prime series, which was developed by Retro Studios. And then Metroid Other M came out in 2010 as the most recent one.
I think
they didn't release them in terms of chronology.
I think it'd be really cool if they had like a complete genre switch and put it into like a third-person shoot, like a third-person shooter.
Well, that's pretty much what Other M is.
But not, yeah.
Well, there hasn't really been any complete genres of it. It's always been like an action.
Well,
adventure.
like the same like idea, but
the same premise, but a different play style.
Yeah, different play style.
That's pretty much what they did with the Metroid Prime series.
I think it'd be awesome.
It went from being a
first person.
Yeah, Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime is first person, and it works. It is really good. Anyway, through here we get another energy tank. These things are annoying. I'm just gonna let them all latch onto me because the only way you can kill these things is with bombs. Unless you get the ice beam, in which case you can stall them by freezing, kill with a missile. Shoot up here, energy tank.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it is very cryptic as to how you're meant to get some of your upgrades in this game. But that's again that's the charm of it, because well, that's just the charm of it. I can't think of anywhere else to put it. That's just, I mean, you get a much better sense of that. I did that. I'm proud of that because I found that out for myself. I didn't need any help with that. Therefore, it's satisfying. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Someone's filling out. I will save just down here. So
yeah, because we're about 40 minutes in now.
Jesus, that went fast. Actually, that is pretty much my average time to get to this one. It was about 40 minutes. I will get us to generally the next day. I'll get us the speed booster, and then we'll take a break, start a new recording session, and we'll be back with them. I think that'll be the third part at that point, because I'll upload this in 15-minute chunks. Or however long is necessary, basically. I'm not going to do it in one big... The only time you'd ever upload a Let's Play like this into one big part is if it was like a TAS speedrun or just a speedrun.
Yeah.
And this isn't a speedrun, this is just a
or just like a complete...
Let's Play commentary.
Yeah. That annoys me when you're looking for like... I mean, I know I'm being hypocritical saying that I wanted to work out the game myself, but if I'm looking at a walkthrough on YouTube and it's like 5 hours long, it's like, oh, I'm not going to find the area I need now.
Exactly, but if you know generally how far into the game it is, you can look at parts, and
yeah.
It helps for the walkthrough segment. This is by no means a walkthrough. Yeah, there is different definitions for like walkthrough, playthrough, let's play, etc. This is more of a commentary, because I'm not showing everything off like in a let's play, but... Anyway, you may be wondering, why are you going into the lava like that? Kyle, you're getting injured. Stop it! Nope, missile tank. Woo! Samus is a badass, willing to take a dip into the lava just to increase her ammunition.
How would a missile survive there?
I don't know. How does Samus survive there? Well, power suit. I don't know. It was encased in rock. In magma rock. So, sounds like a place. Magma rock.
Magma rock.
But I'm thinking of Ragnarok from Halo 4.
I
just wasted 5 missiles. It's a super missile door. Oops. You didn't see that, guys. You didn't see that.
No.
And then you get these rooms in Northfire where basically the lava is constantly rising. You just need to make it through the room. It only rises to a certain point, so you don't need to worry about it rising forever.
It's probably just to put a bit of pressure on.
Yeah, that's the point of it. To scare you. I'm not going to die here.
Ooh. You
no,
might.
I'm doing a lot worse here than I normally do. Again, recording curse. It's fucking me up. I only have 91 points of energy. Jesus. There's a save room through here. I'm not going to quite go there. Oh, God. I might as well. Yeah, I'm going to save just in case I mess up, which is in my nature. We'll save up here. We'll head for the speed booster. We'll have the speed booster. We'll have the speed booster, then we'll save back down here. And yeah, we'll go around. So many times that min enemy right there has hit me as soon as I come out of the save room. We're meant to go down there. However, if we just go over here a little bit more, there is an invisible floor here we can fall through. We bomb these pipes. Again, I'm not going to be getting every upgrade. I'm just going to get in the ones that I know where they are and that are on the way. I'm going to try... I mean, yeah, it's Metroid, so naturally there is a lot of backtracking. But I'm going to try and make it as streamlined as I can. So we have the missiles. Missiles. More missiles. Lots and lots of missiles. Ugh. So now we've done that, we can jump back up to the invisible floor, we can go where we actually need to go, which we need to get speed booster.
I can never tell. We're meant to be underground pretty much all the time.
We are pretty much underground all the time, unless we're in Kraid-iculous, which is the overworld. So, well, the entire thing is the overworld, but unless we're in Kraid-iculous, we're always underground. So yeah, I guess you could. Well, I guess hipsters will love this game, then. Here all week.
I suppose they will actually, because it's playing on a retro console.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's pretty much food for hipsters. Hipster food. That's a good point. That's a very good point. I don't think I meant to go. Nope. This is the most pointless room in the game. It serves to house these enemies, which are very good for health, and that's it. This room serves no other purpose but these enemies. It's the most pointless room in Metroid history. Pretty much. So, having said that, I don't know why I went in it. I guess I went there to show it off, but... Or was me getting lost. Fire dicks!
Ugh.
Those things are weird. I don't know what they're meant to. They look like blogs out of Mario World.
Yeah.
Go down here, and that's where Ridley's lair is, down there. But we're not going to go in there until way, way later, until about 2.5 hours in. Or if you're someone who's very good at the game, about, well, nowhere near that long in. Lava's rising again. This is one of the more dramatic ones. We just need to make it through here as fast as we can.
Earthquake.
These things fire these little...
Very well timed rising of lava as soon as you enter the room.
I know, it's convenient. It does it every time as well. It's like Samus isn't here. Go down, right, Samus is here. Samus is here. Rise, 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 rise.
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 Rise. In.
Revolution.
Oh no!
No! Yeah, I find it a lot easier to morph ball at these because you need to get on them and morph ball anyway, just so you don't hit the spikes. So this one, some of them like fall down like that one does. So you need to jump off before you chip down into your feet. Now, we're going to be seeing this room again later because the wide beam is in this area. Normally I would go for the missile normally in all my playthroughs, I have pretty much done the platforming on the room where that missile door is just up there. But this time I'm going to wait till I actually come back here to get the wave beam, which will just be a lot more streamlined.
So what we're trying to do, we're trying to find the Metroid lava.
Throughout the entire game, which is which
why?
Ridley took. Because, well, if they have the Metroid lava, they could do anything. They could create loads more Metroids. We need to make sure that Metroid
So are Metroid's enemies?
Metroids, well, they're kind of like neutral because they're basically they're just there to survive, so they'll attack anything.
Oh,
they are
right.
enemies, yeah.
So it's kind of like a parasite.
Kind
They
of.
wouldn't do anything on their own, but if someone's controlling them,
Well, if they needed to survive, they probably do quite a bit of stuff. But
like the measles.
well, the biggest parasite in the game is the X parasite in Fusion, which explains itself. Anyway, we need to use the sprint here in order to get across these noob bridges. Jeff bridges. And through here we have my favourite up game in Metroid history, the Speed Booster. Why? Because it turns you into Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. I'm not joking. So, Speed Booster, press and hold the A button to run. Simple.
Fair enough.
And then the lava's rising again.
No, no.
This time it's rising
Very
really
well
fast.
timed.
It's rising really fast now, though. There's only
What
one
are we
way
gonna
we're going to
do?
get out of here. Whee! Oh!
Oh,
I love the speed. It's without doubt my favourite upgrade in Metroid history. It's just so fun to use. My favourite iteration of it is actually another M because it just looks so badass.
yeah. Which game were you telling me about where you start off with all the upgrades and then you lose them?
Every game.
Every game you start. off
Every game you pretty much lose all your upgrades at the start. Well, in the main series Metroid games, it's not quite as bad because you just don't start off with them. Metroid Prime has a stupid philosophy of where you hit a wall and lose all your upgrades. Silly considering some of the stuff Samus goes through in the past and will go through in the future. And other games are just stupid, like all these enemies take it off you when you're unconscious. This is some stupid things. But anyway, we have reached pretty much the end of our first. We're gonna go take a break, start a new recording session. But we will see
Thank you
in
for
the
listening, guys.
We'll see you in the next part.